Today we're going to look into three different things. First, we're going to look into ordering from FormulaMod.com. We're going to look into this DistroPlate, and we're going to look into this GPU water cooling block. So don't forget, there are timestamps down below. So while the theme is playing, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Welcome to 2020 Tech for You. If you're new to the channel, I really hope we gain a new subscriber today. If you're not new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that big red button. It really does help the channel out more than you possibly could imagine. Okay, so the three things we're going to be looking at today. Number one, ordering off of FormulaMod.com. What's the experience like? How much can it cost you? How long does it take for things to come in the mail? What's the unboxing experience like? Then we're going to look at this DistroPlate. It's specifically for the Linear Lead 011 Dynamic Mini, and this GPU block, which is for a 3060 Ti MSI gaming, not the Trio, but it does fit the Trio. I have the dual fan axial, this one right here. But this one does fit a few different ones depending on the board itself, the PCB. We'll talk a little bit about that too as we start talking about GPUs and GPU blocks. And down in the description, you will find links for things featured in this video. They will take you to our Amazon affiliate. If I could find something similar, I will put the XL and the other variants of the Linear Lead case, different distro plates for those. And I will put different GPU blocks down there also. The one that I'll take you to FormulaMod, I'll make sure it's clear that it'll take you to that website. We have no affiliate with that link at all, so nothing to do with FormulaMod from us, just the Amazon account. You guys may hear some little noises in the background. That's Aiden playing with his Hot Wheels set. Would you like to say hi, Aiden?
Hi. What's it?
That's a race car.
No, the bad guy race car.
That's a bad guy race car.
Yeah.
Okay, go back, we'll play with your toys real fast.
Alright.
And as you can tell, it's a pretty easy website to navigate. They have all types of water cooling parts. Everything here is from third parties. So FormulaMod themselves, from what I've seen, do not have any parts that they make themselves. They sell things from Biski, from Corsair, EK, from all the other different types of water cooling companies. So let's bring up the page I used when I ordered the DistroPlate off of FormulaMod.com. The part you can see is not too expensive. It's quite competitive with other distro plates. Once you start getting into shipping, that's where things will go up in price. And this is international shipping. So it's gonna cost more and it's gonna take a longer amount of time. Really and truly, anything under 2 weeks or 2 weeks at the most is usually good. Now, once you go over 2 weeks, yeah, that's pretty much when you're really waiting on your product. But there are a few things about this process that I did not like, and I'm going to get into those a little bit later. But I want to look a little bit more at the pricing and how it was actually ordering. So again, here's the price, and here was the price for the shipping. There was something about the shipping that I will talk about in a little bit also that's not quite clear. The only way you could purchase, especially from the US, is through PayPal, which is something I really recommend you do whenever you can, whenever you're purchasing anything. So if there's an issue or you got scammed by the website, you could just call PayPal and your money's put right back. Now, some of the negative parts I didn't really like, and I didn't find out until I actually ordered my second item off of FormulaMod. I did not order both of these things at the same time. So when I purchased this item, I paid for the shipping. It showed me, kind of showed me delivery dates, but it doesn't really do that. It's real weird how it's set up. So I didn't really care for the way that part was set up when you go check the order tracking. One thing I did not notice, and it's not really noticeable, I really wish they would have put more emphasis on this, is there was different shipping methods. I chose the first shipping method because I thought that was the only shipping method. Again, it wasn't really clarified that there was multiple, and I had to wait really long for this distro plate to come in. No, I apologize. I ordered the GPU block first. That's right. Then I ordered the distro plate. So with the GPU block, when I ordered this, I picked the first shipping method, not knowing there was a second shipping method. But about maybe 4, 5, 6 days, say a week later, I ordered the DistroPlate. While I was ordering the DistroPlate, I started messing around a little bit more in the shipping area, and I found a way to actually do an express shipping and paying a little bit more. So I gave the extra, and I was like, okay, cool. That means that now they both should arrive at the same time, because I did order the DistroPlate a week after I ordered the GPU block. So what could the time difference really be? Well, yeah, I was a little shocked when all this happened, so it took a while. So again, I ordered the DistroPlate a week after I ordered the GPU block. I received the DistroPlate maybe a week or so later. I'll put the dates up here. This is when I ordered the DistroPlate. This is when I received the DistroPlate. Watch this. This is when I ordered the GPU block. This is when I received the GPU block. So it was a really long time frame. An order tracking thing down below, really and truly, that thing, I mean, it made me feel better, I guess, seeing it do things maybe once a week or so, just knowing there was, movement. But all in all, it still was like, wow, are they really gonna send it or they're not gonna send it? Had I not got the DistroPlate, I would have thought that this was a scam. I won't lie. After about the first 3 weeks, I was really getting nervous. But again, the DistroPlate came in, so why wouldn't they send the GPU block? So that's definitely one thing I did not like about the ordering experience. But again, maybe that was my fault. Maybe I just didn't understand ordering off of a website like that, because I had not done that too many times in my past. I've used Amazon, I've used eBay, I've used regular shipping like pretty much anybody else has out there, but I've never ordered from a third party overseas directly from them before. But again, I could not find either one of these components anywhere else. So I had to purchase it from there. In the end, as you can see, I received both of these items. Yes, one of them took really long to get here, but it got here. So if you're gonna order from FormulaMod, please check the shipping method and make sure that if you're in a hurry, you click the faster one. But again, remember, that will cost you extra. I think it was like an extra 20 bucks or so, I'm not sure. But it's gonna cost you extra. If you don't mind waiting over 30 days, then do the standard shipping, which was like $35, whatever it was. But again, that was the issue I had with FormulaMod. Everything else was great-ish, because we do have one more issue we need to talk about. As you start scrolling the description of, say, the GPU block, because this is where I had the problem. As you can see, it's going to show you the materials it's made out of, the different RGBs you can order, if you could get a back plate with it, how do you want it. You get some cool little choices you get to pick later as you go to your shopping cart. But here it's going to show you a breakdown of all the big things they're selling you on the GPU block. So as you notice right here, it shows a small LCD screen that will show you the GPU temp. Now this isn't just a small little picture or a little lettering in the bottom saying LCD screen may be available on a certain model. It does not say that. It just has a very big picture saying LCD screen, temp sensor, blah, 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 in bolder letters and almost a bigger picture than anything else on this site. So I expected an LCD screen. Spoiler alert, if you can't tell by my voice, no LCD screen. Now, you may find down in the description real low down there that some of these parts may vary, but that doesn't really help. What does that mean that some of the parts may vary? They're not saying, well, this one might not have an LCD screen, maybe the next one will have an LCD screen. Look, I know I seem to be focusing on that LCD screen. I really could care less, because who cares? I mean, you could buy a little monitor, plug it into your case, and be done on your way with it. You could download MSI Afterburner and put it up on one of your other screens, or make it really small in the corner. That wasn't the point. The point was, it was one of their selling points, and it's not being detailed on saying, like, here's a list of the ones that might or might not have an LCD screen, or you know what I mean? Just give a little bit more description on which ones might not have it. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good detail on that webpage showing you for, matching up your PCB with this block, which is pretty cool, that way you can look at your PCB and say, okay, yeah, it'll fit, because they're not all gonna fit. Not all 3060s or 3080s or 5700s are gonna fit the same blocks. You're gonna have the original from the creator like AMD or NVIDIA, and then you got the AIBs, the add-in board partners. The add-in board partners are going to change many aspects of the GPU. They may add more VRMs, more chokes, a more robust power delivery system than say the original. They're gonna add more fans, just more things from the AIBs than the originals. So not every block is gonna fit, a certain particular GPU. And I like the way that you could look on this page and tell if it's gonna fit or not. But after seeing something like the LCD screen, I'm kind of skeptical. And that's not cool. I don't wanna be skeptical on something that took 30 days to get in, because how long will it take to get back to them if it's the wrong one? You see what I'm saying? So now I have to cross my fingers as I'm installing this, it's going to fit. Now I'm pretty sure it's going to fit. Now they did update the page to show a little bit more about the PCBs and all that. So I'm pretty sure that they did a little bit of homework to make sure it actually fits. And also, I did my own homework. I made sure I checked the serial numbers to see if it'll fit my GPU. I just made sure any which way I could before I ordered it if it would fit. So again, I'm pretty sure it'll fit. But again, these are a few things that I didn't care for. Not showing that there's other ways to ship. Maybe I was stupid. Maybe I didn't see it properly. If you've seen it, then cool. Good job. I didn't see it. The LCD screen thing right there in big bold letters. Yes, it seems like I'm crying over that, but I'm really not. I have other ways of telling my temperature. I really don't need a screen on my GPU to tell me the temperature. But again, if this is something in the sell point and it's not included or not stated in some fine text in some way, then you feel a little robbed. You know what I mean? Another important thing you need to know when you're ordering off of this website is RGB. So definitely make sure you choose the RGB type you're looking for. But it should also come with a controller, which they do come with a controller. So definitely make sure you look closely at the lighting type. You're gonna wanna make sure you add a backplate for your GPU if you're planning to go with the full block, because it's not gonna come with that. That's an add-on accessory. So it's gonna cost more money. So definitely make sure that you add that into the cart. Now that was obvious, it says it right there. Now with the distro plates, it's kind of the same thing, but it will not come with a pump. There is an option for the pump. So make sure that you pick the option for the pump. And I'll talk about that once I do the unboxing on this item. So you guys don't think I'm just dogging on FormulaMod, because I'm really not. I am very happy and satisfied with the lineup of products. I think they had a lot of stuff on their website. I looked on EK's website, Corsair's website. None of them had anything I was looking for. But these guys did. They had what I needed and what they had too. So if you're gonna be looking for a water cooling part and you can't find it on Amazon or EK's website, definitely go to FormulaMod. I am gonna definitely back it up on that. I'm just trying to show you guys some of the things you should pay attention to. So before you order anything, make sure you look at the RGB type you're going to purchase. Make sure you look if there's any accessories you're going to need. You're buying a distro plate, make sure to add a pump on there, unless you have your own pump that'll fit. If you think your pump won't fit, check it against the specifications on the page. Also, maybe go to the exact creator of whatever the item is and see what they say. If you're buying a GPU water block, see if you need a back plate or not. These are things you want to double, triple check on the website, but those things are more obvious. They stick out, those are really obvious. It was just the shipping thing to me wasn't obvious, and the LCD screen just wasn't obvious. But the ordering process besides that was great. If I had known about the shipment, this GPU block would have got here a day or two earlier than this would have got here, and I would have had all this stuff a lot faster instead of waiting literally a month. I think I waited about 35 days. I'm not sure. I'll put it here again. And that's pretty much ordering from FormulaMod in a nutshell. It was fine. No issues besides my stupidity, not paying attention to shipment, because I'm pretty sure somebody right now is sitting there going, but Joe, it was right there. You really didn't see that? I saw it on this one, I just didn't see it on this one. So this is what the unboxing experience is once you receive your DistroPlate. So here's a quick picture of what I ordered. Let's see if that's what we got. Thought we'd do it in a cool way. What do you guys think? All right, sort of omen. Give me sight beyond sight. Back there. All right. Okay. A box inside of a box. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. No, that's not guys. So I'm opening it for the first time on camera, so you guys can see the exact thing I went through. So we got this big box here. This seems to have been opened. We are looking forward to servicing you. All right, so it doesn't say it's a seal or anything. There's the front, I guess. My bad, I apologize. DistroPlate, prior imported acrylic raw materials, high precision CNC machining, smooth and fluent appearance, industry common interface, strong capability, the inlet and outlet fine-tuned slider, so you can move the inlet and outlet, makes your life a little bit easier. I ordered the one with the water pump, so I'm really hoping that this is open because they installed it already. Multiple light types are available, so we have the one with all the colors. We didn't get the basic one. All right, yeah, there it is right there. There's our pump. So it's a DDC pump. I assume this is the inlet outlet. Basically, do it yourself. Date, batch number, it passed. All right. The inspector was that guy. This is supposed to take the front of the case. I'll be showing you guys in a minute. And this is the pump. You can order this without the pump. It looks pretty clean, to tell you guys the truth. I like it. Now, this is the newer version they said. It's supposed to have like another black brace like that here. So this is what I ended up with in the end. This right here, which is for the inlet, your outlet. So you would place this in, and that's where you'd want your inlet outlet, I'm assuming. I've never done a DistroPlate before, guys, so this is our first time. Wiring looks fine. I don't see nothing cut. So let's see if it even fits in the 011 Mini. Oh, I apologize about the sound, guys. I got my mic just hanging on the thing that holds the camera, whatever it's called. All right, let's see if this will fit. Yeah, that'll fit. My fans are in the way right now, but once I move all this out of the way, that is a perfect fit right in there like that. Let's fast forward to when my GPU block gets here, and we'll get that one unboxed next. And that was the unboxing experience I had when opening up the DistroPlate, making sure it fit inside the Lean Lee 011 Dynamic Mini. So now let's unbox our GPU block. So this block is for a 3060 Ti MSI Gaming X dual fan. This one also will fit on the triple fan. Mine's only has 2 fans, that one's got 3 fans. Now, if you want a water block for your 3060 Ti because you want to keep it cooler than the fans that are on it, well, you're wasting your money. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You do not need to put a 3060 Ti on water. The most I've ever seen that GPU get up to was maybe 74C, I think. So it doesn't really get that hot to where you got to worry about thermal throttling. And I think I seen it hit 77, 78 when I overclocked it. So you really don't. The only reason you would get a GPU block would be because you like quiet. You don't want fans ramping up when you're gaming or doing whatever it is you do with your PC. The reason I bought it was, well, everything else in my PC is water cooled. And I'm upgrading Polybius, my personal PC. So since I'm upgrading it, I want to put my GPU on water, because at this point, that's the only thing that's not on water. I'm even water cooling my NVMe SSD like an idiot. But at the same time, I don't care. I want to put it on water because I want everything on water in my PC. Now, the motherboard and everything else for the upgrade, there is a video. I don't know if it's going to go up before this one or not. If it's up, I'll put a link here in the top. But I just got an MSI motherboard that comes with a block. They collabed with EK, and it came with a full CPU block that covers the VRMs and the chokes and all that good stuff on the motherboard. So we're going to be going full-fledged water cooling this time around. Polybius is getting one heck of a makeover. So let's unbox our GPU and see the experience, because I also ordered a couple extra things with it and we want to see if everything came in this single box or if maybe I'm still waiting on stuff. I hope not. Alright, let's bring you guys closer to get this thing out of the box. Here's this. Now, you're gonna want to make sure you double check inside the box, because this will be loose in the box and you may look for this later and not know that you threw it in the garbage, not checking. So always triple, quadruple check inside the box your stuff comes in. This right here will be our 5-volt ARGB. It comes with a remote. Here's the control box, everything you're gonna need for your 5-volt ARGB. And here's the box for the water block itself, and you can read all this stuff if you want to. Again, the Trio does fit the double fan, so no problem there. And we are greeted to the back plate. Put this to the side for now. This was actually extra. It doesn't come with it, so if you are ordering this, make sure to add in your back plate if you want it. And now we have some of our mounting stuff. Here's some caps, some chrome caps. That's pretty cool that it came with this right here. A little screwdriver, your washers, your screws, your thermal pads. Now you've got to cut the thermal pads yourself. I'm not sure if there's different lengths or thicknesses, I'm sorry. They look about the same, but triple make sure, because if they're different width, you don't want to put the wrong size width on the wrong component, because it might not get pressure and it might not be able to cool the chokes or the VRMs or wherever they go. We got a weird card that says product qualification certified. So it passed something and it says do it yourself. Well, I ain't got nobody else to do it for me, so. And here's our block. And it's got a cool little tearaway seal that if you open this, it's gonna break. There's no way to take this off without ripping it. I mean, no sane way to do it. So put this down here. Now, if you're wondering where the instructions are, they're online. So you can go right back to the website you purchased this from FormulaMod, and you will see how to install this on the website. So now let's start opening this stuff. Let's start with our backplate. I mean, yeah, it's a pretty looking backplate. It says Bike Ski N-MS 3060 Trio-X-B. And if I remember correctly, this is for cooling. It does move heat. Here's our thermal pads. Let's see if they're different widths. You don't have to worry about the width. They're all the same. Our bag of torture. See everything we got in here. Here's all your washers, and you have here spring-loaded screws. This is to make sure you do not put too much tension when you're tightening it down. Pressure is everything when you're connecting blocks to your CPU or to your GPU, because you don't want too much pressure and you don't want not enough pressure. So this is to make sure you get a nice even surface mounting. Here's our screws. So it doesn't look like too much stuff, guys. Here's our premium looking, oh yeah, they're metal. So they have a gasket, and yeah, no, these are metal, these are nice. Very nice, very nice. RGB. And our screwdriver and some small little bolts. Here's our screwdriver. It's a pretty cheap little screwdriver, but you know what? I'm not gonna rag on it. Pretty cool they put this. And let's see what came in this bag. So this is your hub. You're gonna plug in your LEDs, your fans, PC input 5-volt ARGB, manual control, power. So we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fans. Nope, 6, 7, 8 fans. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 LEDs all connected to this one controller. It comes with 3M tape in the back, so you could take this and put this somewhere in the back of your case or wherever you want. Here's our controller. I'll tell you what, I was expecting one of those really generic controllers, but I like the feel of the buttons. You know you're pressing it. They're not mushy. They're a little hard, but they're not mushy. I like that. You pull this little plastic piece out to make sure the battery could get a full connection, so it does have a battery in it. Molex power, so you can hook this up to a Molex connection out of your power supply for power to your fan, to your hub. The RGB connection right here, so this would go to your motherboard. And that's it inside of the bag. Now it's time to open this. So as I said about this thing being tearaway, even if I try to take my time as best as I could, I'm gonna mess it up. So this way you know if somebody opened it. And it says right here, in and out. So this will be your inlet, this will be your outlet. So yeah, you could connect this straight like this and no backplate. But since I got the backplate, it would go probably, I want to say, yeah, like this right here. If you mount it like this is how it would look in your case. If you have a vertical mount, this is how it would look without a vertical mount. That's if you order the backplate. Remember, this is sold separately. But as you can see, you'll have cooling for your power delivery and your GPU die. So it doesn't look like that many screws and bolts to do. I see some gaskets down there, so that's good. We have gaskets going around the whole thing here. So this is everything you would receive when ordering a GPU water block, excluding the backplate and the controller stuff that you've seen come out of that bag, because those were different. I had to order those. I don't think they charged me for that. They tell you to choose. So I believe that it comes originally with its own RGB stuff. And then if you wanted that, they just added in. So just to recap, our fan and LED hub right there, a remote, Molex power, ARGB. We have our thermal pads. We have some plugs for our GPU. They would go here. If we were going to be going in from here, this would then go on this side to plug off this side. And then if we were coming out from the back to say our CPU, we would plug this side. So there you go. Comes with our own little Phillips screwdriver. There's some baby nuts in here. Please be careful. Our screws that have springs on them to make sure we get some good even tension. Some longer screws. Our backplate, again, is an accessory that I ordered. It was still on the same site as this. It was just an add-in or add-on. So you should have something like this if you're going to be ordering it. I mean, I like it. It's pretty neat. I did want the Corsair Hydro X GPU water block. I like the aesthetic of it. And they don't make it for a 3060 Ti. So I had to go with this company. But all in all, I'm still satisfied with it. I think it's going to look pretty good in the PC for, for what it is and how it looks. I like the way it looks. It's heavy, you know what I mean? So it's got weight to it. And you know what weight means? It means quality. The heavier something is, the more work went into it. If you're interested on how to install this, I will have a video up soon on how to install this onto your GPU. So for all this, the DistroPlate, they're gonna have their own dedicated videos. So I just did this video with all those 3 items, the ordering up a FormulaMod, unpacking this stuff, just to show you the experience. And plus, if you're here because you want to order one of these, what does it come with? That's why I did this video the way I did it. But the next videos will be installing the GPU onto the water block onto the GPU. And then we'll have another video installing the DistroPlate. But again, don't forget the backplate was extra. So if you need a backplate, make sure you order it. Lighting wise, pick which one you want. I say pick the 5-volt ARGB. That way you get everything here, obviously. And that's the end of this video. And I'd just like to thank everybody out there who subscribed to the channel using the links below. And for those of you who've been watching the videos, please guys, hit that subscribe button. It really does a lot for the channel, more than you possibly could imagine. Also commenting, liking the video, sharing these with your friends. All these things really do help the channel, and I really do appreciate it. Again, the links below for everything you've seen in this video. I'll put some other things down below that are comparable to say maybe on Amazon, because we do have an affiliate link. And again, the FormulaMod website down below, the link for that. It's not an associate account or anything like that. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you'd like to see some other water cooling videos, I'll put one here. I'll put a playlist on this side for some other water cooling videos that we've done in the past. And we do have over 50 videos on the channel right now. So if you'd like to see some more videos that I've put together, get over to the channel and check those out. And thank you for watching. I really do appreciate everybody who comes here. And I will see all of you guys on the next one. Late. Now I gotta put all this stuff away.